life isn't my job, the amount of money I have, my degree, whatever people label me as, or whatever expectations people place upon me. It's my creations, the words, the code, and the equations I write. From an early age, I was always intrigued by computers and how they function. I was too young and didn't have the resources nor the knowledge to design circuits myself. Luckily, there was a game that allowed me to express my desire to build. My favorite mechanic in the game was Redstone, which was Turing complete. Despite my passion of computers and especially Minecraft, it took many years of playing around with Redstone until I finally managed to figure it out. It was one of my favorite memories. The revelation came to me in a single video, and in an instant, years of tribulations collapsed into a neatly woven package of expression I've been yearning for. A fully functioning, programmable CPU. I spent many of my early adolescent days playing video games. They were a huge part of my life, maybe a bit too much. It is what sparked an interest in programming for me. I was around 12 when I finished my first few games. They weren't good by any means. While programming was never one of my main interests, there was something magical about 3D graphics. Displays are entirely flat, and the worlds are nothing but numbers and algorithms quantified through on and off states within hardware. Yet, through human ingenuity, it all comes together to create this beautiful illusion. I wanted to try my hand at creating this illusion. While not one of my most notable projects, it was certainly one of my favorites. Math and physics has this misconception that it is some rigid discipline that is nothing more than a bunch of rules and formulas. No, that isn't true. I'd argue math and physics is one of the most creative subjects out there. The ability to just imagine up questions and scenarios, then writing down the equations to figure out exactly what happens is absolutely enthralling. It's honestly hard to believe that these systems aren't real, because when you write down the equations, they come to life in such vivid detail. This is why it is my absolute favorite subject. It is the bedrock of the universe, and to know it means to understand the universe and to wield its power. My biggest accomplishments so far in theory are these two papers I wrote. The first one generalizes Lagrangian mechanics to arbitrary dimensions and constraints, which exposes underlying symmetries I hoped to exploit. The second paper explores what happens when you plug in a four-dimensional space, analogous to that of space-time. What you get is accurate predictions on time dilation due to speed and the gravitational potential, the radius of a black hole, the retrocausal nature of a positron and electron collision, and the precession of orbits with no loss of energy. I just turned 19 and I'm really feeling the effects of time dilation. I hope this video inspired you a little bit, so I wanted to end it on something I've learned over the years that you may choose to take or not. The source of pain is desire. Often people chase the wrong goals and it usually ends one way. Do something for the sake of doing it. I don't care who tells you otherwise, who tells you how you should be living your life, what goals you're obligated to pursue. Do something for the sake of doing, not for any external motivations.
Aye, sir! Aye, sir!